Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with the recap of the first out of the 4 wildcard games. The first one out of the 2 in the AFC, Colts versus Texans. Let's talk about it. Colts won 21-7. Good win for the Colts. T.Y. Hilton, he absolutely torched the secondary in Houston. Andrew Luck played a great game. This defense played a great game as well. The Indianapolis Colts defense, and they deserve to win. They played their asses off. Gotta give them credit. They absolutely demolished the Houston Texans. Texans made it a little bit interesting in the fourth quarter, but even then, you knew the game was over. I mean, Texans couldn't even get anything going to the fourth quarter. So, good win by the Colts. Absolutely dominating win, and they will get a shot against Kansas City next week in the Arrowhead. I'm going to speak more about the Texans. Houston Texans, this is why you have no legit playoff victories in your franchise history. They do not know how to win playoff games down there in Houston. And I say the joke all the time. The Houston Texans have never won a playoff game in franchise history. The reason why I say that is because it seems like Houston needs the other team to have a disadvantage whenever they face them in the playoffs. They beat the Bengals twice. Marvin Lewis doesn't even know how to coach in playoff games. And then they got the Oakland Raiders without their starting quarterback. I mean, does the Texans really need a disadvantage so they could even have a shot in a playoff game? I mean, if you're a Houston Texans fan, you gotta put Bill O'Brien on the hot seat next year. You gotta win a playoff game next year if you're Houston, and I mean a legit playoff game, not like a team with an injured quarterback, or like a team with like a whole basically banged up. I mean, the Houston Texans don't have any legit playoff wins in their franchise history. They have no playoff wins. T.Y. Hilton, he came in with a clown face on when he walked into the stadium before the game. You want to know why he came in with a clown face on? I'll tell you why. Because whenever it comes to the Texans in the playoffs, they look like a bunch of clowns. They don't know how to play in the playoffs. DeAndre Hopkins, the best wide receiver in the league, he should demand a trade. I'm dead serious. This team cannot win playoff games. DeAndre Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the league, in my opinion, and I think he deserves to be on a better team than the Houston Texans. I'm absolutely disgusted by the Texans. Once again, they can't show up. I had 27-20 Colts. I thought they'll at least give a competitive game. They weren't even competitive in this game for 3 quarters. What the hell are you doing if you're the Houston Texans against the Colts? The Colts were basically an exhibition game. I mean, the Texans still no playoff games in their franchise history that turn out to be wins. They can't beat good teams. I mean, the Texans are just bad. They're just a bad franchise. They gotta win a playoff game. They really gotta win a playoff game. The Houston Texans, and one that's legit, not like against the Cincinnati Bengals. Even though the Bengals have a new coach, so maybe it will become legit. I believe in at least one of the playoff games for the Texans against the Bengals, Andy Dalton was injured and was out. So if you're the Houston Texans, you gotta figure out how the hell you're gonna win a playoff game next year. I mean, a legit playoff game, because this team does not show up in the playoffs every time they're in it. And when they do win in the playoffs, it's against teams that either don't know how to play in the playoffs or is a team that has a disadvantage. So, Texans got to figure it out, in my opinion. But overall, great win for the Colts. They will be in Arrowhead next week. So, that's my recap. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. More likes, more subscribers, more fun we can have on the channel. And I'll see y'all after the Seahawks-Cowboys game. And this is McD the Beast signing off.